So Kyle Busch got his first win with Richard Childress Racing, which he did on Sunday in the Pala Casino 400 in the last NASCAR Cup Series race on a 2-mile version of Auto Club Speedway. Busch got the lead for Ross Chastain on lap 165 and got it back on lap 180 at the end of a cycle of green flag pit stops. The race was green for the final 55 laps. Busch finished the race on lap 200 with a 2.998 second win over second place Chase Elliott. The win was the 61st of Busch's career, which leads all active drivers and is 9th all time. For the 19th straight year, Busch won at least one Cup Series race, which broke a tie with Richard Petty for the most all time. "Welcome to RCR, baby," the 8 team told Busch on the radio as he crossed the line. First of many. Kyle and Kurt Busch also hold the record now for the most combined wins by brothers with 95 of them. That is one more than Bobby and Dowdy Allison. Kyle also happened to win his first race in California also, with parts of the property being sold off in order to become a short track. Busch's win at Auto Club came in his second race with RCR in the 8 car. He joined RCR after being with Joe Gibbs Racing for 15 years and winning 2 championships with them. Here's Busch talking about getting back to victory lane in just 2 races with RCR and more courtesy of Fox.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda, right, last week. But, no, I think it's just phenomenal. It's I can't thank Richard and Judy enough. I can't thank Austin for calling me and getting me talking and getting me this opportunity to be able to come over here to RCR and be a part of Chevrolet and, be able to race this Lucas Oil Camaro today, to be able to put it up front like that, man. The guys did a great job. Randall, everybody that has worked so hard during the off season. We've done a lot of sim stuff. We've done a lot of testing in general, just with, trying to get up to speed, systems and all that sort of stuff. But, man, there's nothing more rewarding than being able to go to victory lane. So I want to give a shout out to my wife and son and daughter back at home. I miss you guys. I'll see you tonight. And then, also Rowdy Energy, appreciate them. I need some 3-chief for my hands, man. I death gripped that wheel throughout the second half of that race, but we held on, man. We got it today.
Busch also talked about where this win ranks after all the moves that he's done and more, also courtesy of Fox.
I think it ranks high just because it ranks to the fact of I can do it. I never doubted myself, but sometimes you do. You kind of get down on it. You wonder what's going on and what's happening, and you put yourself in a different situation, and you're able to come out here and reward your guys. It's not about me always winning, but it's always about the guys. I've been with a lot of great people that have given me a lot of great opportunities in my career, so it's awesome to be able to reward them. So you're going to enjoy it for sure, and hopefully there's many more left to go.
Due to there being no qualifying on Saturday due to rain, Elliott started 31st by a metric formula that determines starting position based on order points and performance in the last race. In this case, it was the Daytona 500. Over the course of the race, Elliott's crew made his 9 Chevrolet better. At the end of the race, it was one of the better cars on the track. Here's Elliott talking about his performance and more, also courtesy of Fox.
Yeah, just really proud of our team. We obviously, didn't run very good there towards the end of the year last year, and just everybody really went to work hard over the winter just trying to get better. So appreciate everybody on our Napa team for just sticking with it and sticking with each other. Obviously, I think we still have some work to do, but it was really nice to just see a lot of that hard work pay off and have the car driving like we were wanting it to do. So that's always a good thing. Appreciate everybody's effort, everybody at Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet. Congratulations to Kyle. That's for him to leave and to go get the job done like that's pretty cool. He's always been really good to me, so happy for them, and looking forward to getting to Vegas and hopefully compete for some more wins.
Chastain led the most laps with 91 to Busch's 27 and finished third after Chastain swept the first 2 stages. The second stage was by 6.673 seconds. Chastain's Trackhouse Racing teammate Daniel Suarez finished fourth, followed by Kevin Harvick in his 750th consecutive Cup Series start. Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, and Joey Logano finished the top 10. A multi-car crash during a restart on lap 86 took out pole sitter Christopher Bell and also Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, and Tyler Reddick. Ryan Blaney, who was near or at the front of the pack in stage 1, had a lot of damage to his 12 Ford and wound up 26th. Other notable finishes included Martin Truex Jr. 11th, Daytona 500 winner Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 12th, Chris Buescher 13th, Corey LaJoie 14th, Chase Briscoe 20th, William Byron 25th, Kyle Larson 29th, Bubba Wallace 30th, and AJ Allmendinger 36th, respectively. I can't believe I'm going to say this about Kyle Busch, but congratulations to him on getting the win. Pretty awesome to see him win the race, especially be able to win so fast with Richard Childress Racing just not long after he joined him. I talked about him also in a video when he first joined Richard Childress Racing after it was announced. That video definitely got some interesting discussion. Check that out if you want. I'll leave that in the description. And also, what a way like for the crowd as well. Like pretty awesome that the crowd actually cheered for Busch, which is pretty incredible to think that. Especially how he's always had the reputation of how he's the crybaby Busch and all that stuff. And the fact is he got cheered, which was pretty awesome and surprised at the same time that he got that, which was pretty neat as well to see that. Especially, I don't know if that has to do with him joining Richard Childress Racing because he's not with the big bad and Joe Gibbs Racing anymore. But however it is, that's pretty cool that happened. And I've been coming around a little bit to Busch lately in the last couple of years as well. Especially, like, I couldn't stand them as a result. But definitely this is a feel-good story as well. Especially, and I said in that video when he first made the announcement that he was going to join Richard Childress Racing, that in that video as well, that there hadn't been a star driver since Kevin Harvick, and that Kyle Busch would get the most out of the stuff. And it was definitely something that they needed, and he needed to do that to push Austin Dillon. But they had a nice bounce back last year with 4 races, 3 in the 8 car with Tyler Reddick, and Austin Dillon went in the 1 in the 3 car. So definitely pretty cool that he was able to do it as fast as he had done it as well. And also, like I saw, like I listened on MRN Radio as well, Motor Racing Network. Alex Hayden was mentioning something around the lines of Busch like being like the biggest like move like for him going from Joe Gibbs Racing to Richard Childress Racing since Dale Earnhardt Jr. went from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated DEI to Hendrick Motorsports. And shout out to the guys on MRN Radio as well. Like they do a great job. Alex Hayden as well. Like he does a great job. Dave Moody as well. A lot of those guys is doing the races there. Jeff Striegel, you name it. And shout out to all the guys that do the races there. It's pretty incredible there too as well. Especially also the Bagman, Mike Bagley as well. They all provide great analysis during the races and all that. And also like Rusty Wallace and Todd Gore, whatever they're on there as well. So definitely a great job by the guys at MRN. But definitely, I can see that argument though with him doing that as well, like joining, and how big of an impact it was. Because at the time it looked like it wasn't the best move for him. Because why would he leave the Joe Gibbs equipment to join RCR equipment when they hadn't been as successful the last couple of years before, like last year? But Busch said like it wasn't a downgrade. It was like an upgrade. Paraphrase, of course, but so like something along those lines of him doing that, and he figured this would be a great opportunity for him to do this, and it was a result. He took advantage of it already in his second race, and he ran well in the Busch-like clash as well, and coulda, woulda, shoulda in the Daytona 500, leading late in the race before that caution came out as well. Him and Austin Dillon looked like they were going to be 1-2, but the situation there with Daniel Suarez late in that race, which forced overtime. As a result, Busch didn't get the win that he should have earned that one, but he's able to bounce back here as well. And pretty cool that his first win came at Auto Club Speedway and his the 61st one as well, which was the final race of this track as well, which is pretty crazy to think that this is the it for this track as well. I did a video on the race last year, and I thought, like, I did say it was possible that it was the final race. However, this time, it is the final race at the track, which is sad now to see this track go as a result. It didn't always provide the best racing, but it provided unique racing, especially providing 5-wide action and everything like that as a result. And it was pretty cool that they had that kind of track as well. You don't see tracks like that on the schedule to go 5-wide. Obviously, the other sister track of Auto Club Speedway is Michigan, which is also 2-mile, but they don't even have the 5-wide action that you see it here, which is sad that it's got to go. Wish this didn't have to go, but it is what it is at this point. The track has already been sold as well. Adam Stern Sports Business Journal mentioned, and Mike Joy was mentioning that during the broadcast as well, that this was I think 80% of the track was already been sold to real estate, especially. So it's unfortunate that now that this is it for the track, but it's definitely provided great memories as well. And I will be doing a dedicated video about that as well, my best / notable moments from the track when it was a 2-mile, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, it's sad to see this track go, but it is what it is at this point. NASCAR is like doing the movement to get away from the cookie cutter mile and a half tracks and the big tracks, going back to the roots with the short tracks as well. And this track was part of that expansion outside of the the West, outside of the South as well, to be able to get bigger tracks and bigger markets because how much the sport was growing at that time in the late 90s. So they figured at that time it was a good idea, and the reason why they're going to the short track now, because they figured it's providing more exciting racing, and I'm excited for the short track as well. I talked about how like they had a render how it would be like Martinsville, Bristol, but at this point they still don't know when it'll be like ready, and they're not going to be racing for a couple of years at least, so they're not going to be on the schedule next year. That's already been confirmed, so it's unfortunate that this had to be like this, but it is what it is though as a result. But I think the short track is going to be exciting for the fans, and like I mentioned in that video last year, maybe they'll have more space for like more stuff around the track as well. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But congratulations to Kyle Busch. He has that honor of being the final winner ever at this track. And like the first one was Jeff Gordon. So, and as far as like Busch also, this is his first time winning in a Chevy since 2007 at Bristol Motor Speedway at the Food City 500, which happened to be the infamous race, like the first race of the infamous car tomorrow. And he talked about like in his victory later how it was garbage and all that, paraphrasing of course. And as a result, he won that race, and that was the last time he won in a Chevy, which was that year, 2007, back when he drove for Hedrick Motorsports at the 5. So it just tells you that he's back in a Chevy, so that's pretty cool that he did that as well. But definitely congratulations again to him on the win, and pretty awesome there as well. But definitely will be interesting to see like how the track will look once it's finished as well, the short track. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you are brand new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.